Hey everybody, and welcome back to another book review. I just finished Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. And this one was a lot slower than the other two. And I know that the series is going to be a 5-parter. So really kind of a good middle book. There's a lot happening. And a lot of world building. I felt like the second book was a lot of world building, just expanding, but this one really was a lot more world building, a lot more expansion, lots of new characters, and again continuing the story with some of the old characters. So that was nice. There's a lot, and I literally just finished this before I started recording, so there's so much to even discuss without, giving a ton of spoilers because it is such a fresh book. So we're again following Violet, Sorrengail, and Xaden in their quest to protect their kingdom and their country from Venin and Wyvern, who have been terrorizing them for years, right? So one of the things that really stuck out to me, and I think I've said this before within this series, is I love how the author uses their historical text to kind of help us understand why the kingdom and the country and everything is the way that it is. As a historian, love that element of it, even though it's fantasy. It's just always cool to hear from historic text, right? But because of that, there's just some pieces that I'm I need a companion. I need the actual text to read alongside, because they talk about the different texts, and Violet, as you may recall, was originally going to be a scribe, so she was going to be dealing with a lot of those books because her father was a scribe, and so most of the story she is following her father's journals and stories and things that he has, and so it's very interesting to kind of see where that takes them and how things have been altered or erased in their history so that they continue to do fighting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just there's that overarching thing. They have this journey to try and figure things out and get some help. And then she's also trying to find one of her dragons. So remember, Violet bonded 2 dragons, and so she's trying to find one of her dragons' families because she's a 7th breed of dragon. They have 6 breeds, but there's a 7th breed that doesn't really exist in their kingdom, and come to find out it's because that group left. And so they go find that. But then, so you have all of that. So you have the fighting the Venin and the Wyvern. You have the finding the dragon. You have the understanding that parts of their history have been missing or misinterpreted or whatever. And then all of that within the relationship of Violet and Xaden and them kind of navigating new territory within their relationship. There was just so much happening. This book was literally just a lot. And honestly, probably could have been a little bit shorter or split, because there was just it really was 2 different books, happening. You had the happy-go-lucky camping trip that they go on where they're trying to find the Irids, the 7th breed, and then you have everything that's going on with Aracia and Tyrandor, which is where Xaden's from and where he's the Duke. And yeah, it was just a lot. It was a lot. There was so much in it. That said, it's not a bad book. Like I said, it's a good middle series book. There's just a lot happening that I really feel is setting us up for whatever is going to happen in the future. But yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 4. And the reason is because, one, I love the way that the author has created this world, including backstory and history. I also love the way that she has written some of the characters. Like, each character has their own motives and intentions, and it's interesting when you figure out how they're all connected and why they do what they do, why they choose what they do. And it takes some time with some of the characters to figure that out, right? You learn about each of the characters as you go through, and there are just elements of them that don't, get brought forth in the first two books that really kind of come to a crux in this book. So yeah, like because of all that, I would give it a 4. I'm not giving it a 5 because I just felt like coming off the second book, like at the end of the second book, I just, like truthfully just sat there, right? But like this book just, I don't know, like I wanted something more. It has a good cliffhanger, it has a good setup, but like, I don't know, I just felt like I was missing something somewhere. So yeah, so because of that, it's a 4. I did like, though, that there was significantly less sex, because like I just felt like the rest of the story was just so much more important that we didn't need anything. But yeah, 4. I think a 4 is a good space for that one. So yeah, there you have it. Not a whole lot to say because I think it's just because it's so fresh for me. There was just so much that happened in the latter part of the book that I'm just like, whoa, wait, hey, oh my gosh, slow down. Where are we going? How did we get here? And then of course, just thinking like, where are we going next? But I just really love the world that she has created, with like all these documents and histories and things. It's really reminding me of Lord of the Rings minus language. Like, because, like Tolkien wrote his own language and stuff, but he had so much world and backstory and all this. And I really feel like this is kind of going in that same direction. And so I really like that. I really like the intricacy of it. But I seriously do need a companion, like something. Like I need a book of like family histories. I need a book of like each book that she mentions, like the code for the dragons and the books of history, or the books that Violet's dad wrote. I need all of that like compiled into like a separate companion book, so that I can follow along, because it's just so much in the historian in me. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so good, even though I know it's fake. So yeah, just really good book overall. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one. I will say, like, I understand why everybody was freaking out when Onyx Storm came out earlier this year, because of the way that the second book ended. Like you can't just leave us there. This one I'm okay with. Like, okay, you left us on a cliffhanger, but like I don't feel like I need to rush to get to the next book. Like I need a moment to just sit with that for a bit. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So there you have it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I know that was kind of a weird book review, but like, yeah, I don't have much else to say on it. But thank you for watching, as always. I know we've got a couple folks that have popped over from my husband's channel. Welcome. And look forward to continuing to engage with you guys in the comments. We've had a couple more comments lately. So super happy to have you all along for the ride. But yeah, stay tuned over on my husband's channel. I think we kind of found another show that we may be reviewing in between all the other things that we're doing. So there's that. And then, of course, here for book reviews and everything like that. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you all in the next book review. Bye!